Welcome back, everybody, to the Mistakes Podcast, episode 7. Today we have myself, Dennis. We have
Peter. I'm Casper technically, but
he's
substitute.
he's a substitute Tom, but now he's substitute Casper today.
Yep.
Yeah,
And we have
Tom.
he's back from Boston.
Yep.
Well, you can talk about. Oh, there you go. You can talk about that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Just a little,
How
How'd it go?
shit of a city it is.
But yeah, this is episode 7. If you guys noticed or not noticed, we have not been posting shorts. We're just testing out to see if we take a little break, if we can get our views back on track. Because at the moment, we've been slacking on that. We haven't been getting views on shorts, and also we haven't been getting subscribers in the past week and a half after our little mess up with YouTube. So we'll be back on that starting this week when this podcast goes up.
YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube.
No, just so you said it. You
You're almost-
emphasized that word.
I don't know. But yeah, so how was your Boston trip?
Made me realize how good of a city New York is.
Yeah?
That's a
Yeah.
strong statement.
Yeah, every time I go to a city, I'm like, wow, New York is actually pretty good.
Well, tell people why you went to Boston.
I went there for PAX East. It's a gaming convention.
Uh-huh.
Held usually yearly, annually. Last year was pretty good. This year sucked. There was no games. There's this guy on YouTube. His name's Pyrocynical.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about the PS5. He goes, no games?
No,
Because there's no game for PS5.
Yeah.
That's how I felt at PAX.
just no game.
Yeah, literally, I saw nothing that caught my eye. No good. I was really wanting to go see some panels, but it was literally all like you guys. It's literally majority of them. Like, not to be like, pointing something out, but it was like all of it was only like ally stuff. Like, literally, was just nothing that gaming related. Like, it was either like LGBTQ things.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't feel like going to that right now.
Okay.
I came here for gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I get how it's a part of the culture because,
Including them in the game.
but it was like that was the only panels I saw, at least that sort of seemed like they caught my eye.
Mhm.
But there was like no developers I saw that were cool. Everything I felt like was just bland. I felt like the main thing missing from the gaming part was like, I feel like every year there's sort of like a fad, like you know how one year was cats.
Yeah.
Next year was frogs.
This year didn't have anything?
Nothing. There's no like cuteness thing that's like
I mean, cats, frog. What
Like,
the heck?
like
'Cause
what
there's, like-
games focus on?
yeah, like there's certain
There's, like, a
every
theme?
year. Every
Yeah.
year, people usually like try to get like the sort of aspect of like a certain like anything.
Yeah, like
Like
indie
one
titles usually do it.
One year was
Oh.
for cats. Like there was this one big game called Stray Cats that came out,
Yeah.
Okay.
but there was also a bunch of other cat games that came out as well. And then there was also one year that was really like all frogs because for some reason people loved frogs.
Yeah.
Like the whole idea of
Like
frogs.
following the trend.
There's no trends this year, and there's no good boots. Like I was like, okay, well, I see SpongeBob, but that's literally a game I already bought and has been out for like almost 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Why the they showcasing that? Yeah, there was no good panels, no good really after parties. And then speaking about Boston,
Yeah, you had some fun in Boston, though.
it was fun, but then it's like the city is so shit.
Mhm.
Why?
Well, it's more
So,
for old people, right?
It's the first American city, and
Yeah.
obviously, the only way for it to be better is if they were able to bulldoze everything down
Like,
and
get
just
rid of the history.
Because it's like
Can't do
all
that.
the roads, like a lot. Like Joe was mainly saying, but everyone was saying it was they call it spaghetti roads.
Yeah.
Because they go in every direction. Like I'm scared of driving here.
It's like
If
a
I
European
was-
country, like France and shit. Like
Yeah,
it's
it
like,
was stupid.
Yeah.
Their transit system was getting inspected the entire week, so that means all the trains ran at 10 miles an hour
Mhm.
all the time, basically. It's like, what the I enjoyed something they don't have here, but they have there called candle pinballing. Very fun.
Pin bowling.
What's that?
So it's basically, instead of regular bowling pins, you have little sticks that sort of look like they look like candles,
Yeah.
like sort of like almost they look like stock market candles almost.
Mm-hmm.
So they have candle, like they're called candle pins, and then instead of a bowling ball, you have a little like bowling ball that's like sort of like this size. There's no difference in weight. You're just chucking it down the lane,
Mm-hmm.
and then instead of 2 turns per bowl, you have 3 turns. That's pretty sort of. You get more time to play. Yeah, and at least the one that we were going into, you had to manually reset the thing, so it's pretty cool.
Like
So-
you have to walk out there and reset it.
No, there's a button that you press on the side of the where all the balls come from. But yeah, also the New York City. I feel like New York City, they're crazy people.
Yep.
Much more tame. Oh,
In Boston, crazy
yes,
people?
Really?
like at least more like the homeless people. I feel here, I don't get bothered as much. Over there, you're always getting bothered, no matter what.
Is it because like is there stuff more available there, like weed, or
I don't think
not
it's
that?
I don't think it's the weed. I think it's just Boston's a weird ass place. Everything's so expensive.
Mhm.
More expensive than here?
Bro,
It is.
bagel with cream.
Massachusetts is like one of the most expensive, I think, cities.
Their weed is cheaper as of right now because there's no competition with dispensaries. So probably here will get cheaper eventually. But over there, a bagel with cream cheese costs $6 almost.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know how expensive rent there is? More than here.
Have you been?
No, I looked at like statistics. The most expensive city in Massachusetts.
Their transit isn't that expensive compared to here, but it's very shit in comparison to here.
Mm.
But I heard it's like one of the best in like the U.S. at least, which says a lot.
Was it better than here?
No, this is
So they're saying that's still the best, even though.
no matter what, New York City is the best in transportation.
Mhm.
Everyone says it's the best. No matter what, it will always be reliable. So reliable in comparison to others.
Yeah.
So, unless you go to Island, that's a different story.
It's just
But
rough.
but yeah, their crazies are. So last year, there was a whole thing. I missed out. The other people they saw it and they there was this lady. So they got out of this like lobster place,
Mm-hmm.
and literally right as they got out, someone's what? No, it's okay.
Oh.
It's just the
Yeah, the screen go dark.
yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, ours doesn't.
Last year there was a whole thing that right as they got out of this like seafood place or whatever, someone screamed in Ryan's ear, "I'm free! I'm free!" And I was running around. This year, for me at least, from what I experienced, I got on at there's some. I mean, it was not really like the crazy. It was more of just a kid stimming, like autistic kid stimming.
Yeah.
And he was just like, just throughout the train car. But meanwhile, there was another person on this train that was greeting everyone when they got on, when they got off. He was like on the side of the cart, but I was have to go through the middle to get off. And I was like, "Excuse me." He's like, "Oh no, don't worry about it. I'll have a good day." I was like, "What the bro?"
Oh, what the hell?
And they always have some weird shit in comparison. Like, it's not a. I just don't find that.
But did you feel like it was more dangerous, or was it just like?
Honestly, I felt a little bit more felt more in danger.
The crazies are crazy.
But the thing is, it's more of I felt more in danger because I sort of don't know the surrounding there as well.
Yeah.
Like sure, I'm not like active, like I'm not like shivering in my timbers, bro. But I was walking around, sort of fine. But that place is, I don't plan on visiting it ever again.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like once in like a decade or something.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely as just a trip, not going to it.
But like you did other things though. You were able to smoke weed, but like you.
Oh yeah, we went to a dispensary,
Mm-hmm.
a brewery, Samuel Adams Brewery,
Nice.
where it's like their first the first ever brewery, and they what's it called? They had they just gave you a tour of like how stuff is made, and they gave us taste tests, and everything was pretty nice. I also got to try their version of like a Guinness. Wasn't that good, but
Their version of a Guinness.
like how Guinness is made via nitrogen instead of carbonization.
Mm-hmm.
So they have their own version of that, where it's like a dark beer, but with a Samuel Adams taste. It's like, okay. I don't know. I'm not that big a fan of Samuel Adams, but I just wanted to do something cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice experience.
Was it packed?
I mean, they're like, it's a group tour. Like, it was basically out of the people I knew, it was me, 3 other people, and then there's probably like 10, maybe 15 other people. Not, I wouldn't say 50, probably more like 10, maybe 12 other people with us. I don't think it was that packed. You know, they showed us all the barrels. They aged some stuff in. We
Did
tried.
you buy anything?
No, not from there. They let us try a 10% sort of beer ish. I couldn't finish it because that was the last one. I was like, it was honey. It was honey flavor. I was like, ugh.
Honey flavor? Doesn't that taste like it's sweeter? No.
It's sweeter, but in combination of 10% alcohol based as well. I think that's a little. I wouldn't want that combination.
Yeah, for beer it's a lot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They can't sell it. They just only taste test it.
Wait, did they didn't show up CS2 there?
No, they had not. Steam Valve wasn't there, which I was surprised because it was like they just announced CS2.
Yeah.
I feel like they would have something
Did you
there.
hear about that? Now we could go cheat in CS2.
I mean, you won't have to because of the smokes,
Yeah.
but I was really hoping for that. I was also hoping for at least some surprise from. I was really looking through EA or Respawn, which the new Star Wars game is coming out.
Or new GTA.
They wouldn't have done it,
GTA 6.
but yeah, there was games.
No, it's not.
No,
Right.
it's on.
Bro, what?
It's on.
Oh, there's usually a light.
Yeah.
It's just not on this time, I guess. But it's on.
No.
But yeah, it was. For memories it was fine, but memories could have been done somewhere else, probably for cheaper as well. So, but yeah,
Okay. What about since CS2, right? Most of us play games. You played CS a lot.
I used to.
Like,
Anymore.
what?
do you want to get back into it?
We can't use our old accounts.
Well, new accounts. I have a new account.
Do you know there's not as much value in video games?
Huh?
It was one of our topics of discussion a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
Would you get back into CS?
I don't see why not.
I want to get back to it. That's probably what I'm gonna do tonight. Play a little bit of CS.
Why?
I don't know, just want, or either that if I don't have any schoolwork, probably play CS.
I don't have really the proper equipment for it.
You can steal your brother's computer
I could.
or laptop. that
I
he doesn't
could.
use.
don't you still have a MacBook?
I do. I can run it on that.
NVIDIA.
No, you could run it on Mac. I don't know if it does. Which Mac do you have?
Air.
The new
Oh, no,
Air?
it is
New
the-
Air.
Yeah,
I don't know if they do Silicon on CS:GO yet, but I know they've done it always for Mac OS.
Well, if you have a good internet, you could do the NVIDIA sharing thing.
Oh yeah, you could always do that.
And plus, like you don't really care about being like really competitive, so you don't care about like latency, a little bit latency.
No, not really.
So
Yeah.
it looks pretty cool though.
Yeah, I've been checking every day to see if I get into the beta.
Yeah, same. That's why I started playing it when I get into the beta.
It doesn't matter how much you play now.
It doesn't?
It was mainly like the time right before they announced the beta. That's the main people who sort of got
No,
it.
it's just like randomly given out.
I think now if it's going down those same people, like I sort of played a couple games like I feel like a month ago, so I might be in that pool or whatever.
Remember the freaking Valorant beta? Or was that Valorant? That you had to watch all these
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
streams?
yeah. That was Valorant.
Bro.
That was literally like the only time I sort of watched Pokemon. On that
Yeah,
game.
literally.
Yeah, I remember just sitting there, just waiting for that key, and just like, please. Like,
That's good advertisement. I'll give you that. Like,
Do I think what?
Do you think Valorant's gonna die though?
They
Thought-
might have
thought it did already.
they might have a higher shot of dying.
They have a new update coming out though, but they didn't do much in it. They just redone the map a little bit.
Oh yeah, they're bringing back a new map
Mhm.
that I didn't honestly realize was gone, but it's like, one of the better maps because they hire some of the worst map makers you could possibly have. Everything after the first couple of maps that came out, downhill, everything sucks. They need to hire someone that has some understanding of Valorant, but also makes like CS:GO maps or something.
Yeah.
Is
Because I feel like Valorant maps are mostly, since it's like their creators are League of Legends. So I think it's more like League
that
based.
lanes and
Yeah,
stuff
where
like
it's
that?
like just top lane, bottom lane, and mid.
I mean, there's not that many 3-lane maps. It's mainly just 2 lanes.
Well, they always have like some kind of mid.
So depends on the map, yeah.
Like with that zip line and that one map that goes under the thing.
Yeah, but it's like you can't really see it. But it's, I feel like Valorant might have a shot of dying, not dying, but like definitely getting kicked out of esports.
Yeah. Because CS2, did you see how many people started playing CS2 again? The most it's ever had in a while.
Well, no, they always keep upping their CS:GO monthly or like their all-time high.
Yeah, but now it's like.
But the thing is, before they came out with this,
I have no knowledge in this shit.
before they came out with this whole CS2 thing, they've been consistently upping their all-time high, even though it's sort of a dead game or whatever.
But I wanted to come back though. It's a good game. Like competitive wise, remember when we went to the esports match?
Yeah.
That was fun. It was really fun.
What else? Like, I just hope they. I just want CS:GO back. I don't know. But Valorant, I was watching the Moist Moguls.
Mm-hmm.
They were going against FaZe, I think.
Yeah.
It was funny because it was right after the whole drama stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Ludwig and Moist Critical, in their chats, they had a spam that was like something about like the stock going down or something like that.
For FaZe?
Yeah, because they were beating them.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Watching Valorant esports, it's extremely.
It's not the
boring.
same, right?
It's not the same.
For some reason, CS is just different.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's because I know Valorant teams aren't very like regional based, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Like when you have like CS teams, like it was like Navi's Ukrainian.
They sort of towards the end of CS, like at least towards recently, I feel like they sort of diversified almost.
But still, like mostly, like you have Virtus Pro, which is coming back now.
They're Russian Polish.
But it was mostly like Polish, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Their CS:GO team was Russian.
Let me just let him in.
Yeah.
However, all of their other like esports, all what's it called? They were all Russian, I believe. They're like Dota 2 and League. They're all Russian.
I think that adds to it, and plus the community is amazing.
Oh yeah, even though it's more of a toxic community,
That's fun.
there's more of a community.
Yeah.
I feel like in Valorant, since it's more of just like more free to play, I guess. There's more of like I feel like they don't have their own community.
Yeah, because anybody could just join and play. And
Yeah.
do whatever.
They don't really have their own community. It's a bunch of other communities. There's more. I feel like I've talked to people more on Valorant, and
It's boring.
I mean, I enjoy sometimes because they get more pissed off because they're more stupid people, I feel like. But it's a lot of people that it's like, it's either... Actually, there is a stereotype for Valorant players where they go like, I feel they always make their voice sound deeper.
Well, because most of the people who play Valorant mostly like, they probably go off based off who they watch.
No, because I think when Valorant came out, it was also... Corpse Husband was a big thing as well, and everyone sort of wanted to sound like him.
Yeah.
And I think that sort of lingered. It's called like the Valorant voice. Valorant, the accent.
Yeah.
I forgot what it is, but it's some stupid shit.
He's just sitting there. Buddy. What?
Oh.
No, but I think, I don't know. I want CS2 to come back. They're not going to have the major until next year, until it's fully released, which I kind of want to go to another, like, esports event.
If they have
CS
another
event.
ESL, I wouldn't mind going.
Yeah. Would you want to go?
I don't know.
Dude, you got to get back to the, trust me, dude. Well, CS2 is not out publicly yet. There's supposedly going to be a public beta.
In June.
Yeah.
Not June, summer.
Yeah.
So. But it'd be more fun because then we could get drunk with Barclays Center prices of beers.
Yeah.
Well,
Why is it cheaper?
It's at Barclays
No, it's
Center?
Oh, it's more fun. Well,
No.
the last time we went was like years ago, but it was in Barclays.
They usually do it at Barclays because that's like the cheapest, biggest place.
It was fun. And remember when we got on camera too?
Yeah, you have to dabbing. And I was just waving at the camera. He was like,
why did they put us on camera too?
because I don't.
Remember the guy came up, he literally came up with a big ass camera and pointed it straight at us, and I just started going like that. And Tom just like, yo, stop. We got the signatures from Virtus Pro and Navi.
Well, you got Navi. I didn't go
Yeah,
for
I
that
have,
one.
I have all their shit still there.
What else was there? It's a good experience because, I mean, as much as I hate gamers, they're
As you are one.
I'm talking about more stereotypical.
Yeah.
Good save.
But it's just like there. Sometimes when they have a community that they come do something together, it is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like PAX last year, even though it was like not as big as it usually is, I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Mainly due to like there was one big name company called Gearbox there. They usually do like Borderlands stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They had a big like panel, but there was no like big company bringing people together. So
I thought the gaming community died down though. That's what I thought.
No.
no, it's always growing.
No, it definitely didn't die down.
I thought just like the amount of people that played were like much less
No,
than it was before.
No, it grew more than it died down.
yeah.
It got a little bit bigger.
Um,
Yeah, I'm not even gonna let him in. But CS is one of the games that actually like I don't mind because I feel like CS is very there's benefits to it. Like
I feel like it's just simple. It's just you could, even though it's hard to like get used to it, but I feel like almost anyone can pick it up.
yeah, but if you want to get good at it,
eventually they'll be fine with it.
yeah,
It's like a good like sort of, if you want to get into PC competitive shooting,
mm-hmm.
you just do that.
Yeah.
You just grind that. You don't mess with Valorant. Valorant is probably the more friendlier looking option.
Yeah.
But Valorant, you have to have like, you have to have all your senses on all the time, because it's like
there's abilities and
there's
shit.
all these abilities
Yeah.
that are sometimes invisible unless you like slowly walk up to it and like barely hear it. CS:GO is like, okay, you just have to learn, if you hear something like a grenade clicking down, you have to move or look away or something, or just have to be able to point and
Is
shoot.
Apex so big?
It's sort of big.
Oh, Fortnite.
But it's not
Fortnite-
esports big. It's,
Fortnite just came out with a big update recently.
Yeah.
That they're basically
But
almost
that's
like,
more of like, isn't it more of like creating? It's less of
less of a
gameplay.
battle royale. It's more of just like they became a Roblox almost.
Really?
Yeah, you could like, so now if you create something, so they opened up now it's Unity, right? I think it's Unity.
Unreal.
Unreal, yeah. You could use the Unreal Engine now to create whatever you want, and you could create maps, and then it's like Roblox. You sell that map, and you get paid for it. So when people play your map, you get paid for it.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Like you want to be like, if you don't have the money to create your own game, you create a mini game inside of what's it called in Fortnite. So they have like pretty good shit. People make a Modern Warfare. I think it was a Modern Warfare 2 remake.
They made like Domination of
Yeah.
Rust.
That's pretty cool. Like,
What
there's
else?
like actual flags and everything, and like it actually pops up.
Someone made like a girl bending into what's it called, a washing machine getting stuck, and then it like, I think I saw someone actually upload the video of like what happens if you're supposed to like press X on it.
Uh-huh.
Someone actually press X and it's like a stupid like jump scare or like something like that. But
Well, Roblox also has been. Have you
Roblox
seen Roblox?
is huge now.
yeah,
Like bigger than
Did you see
ever.
that? They made a Call of Duty based. You saw that Call of Duty based game they made?
they've always had it.
No, but it's like it's not anymore.
No,
It's not
yeah.
Roblox textures anymore. It's like full on like hands and like reloads, and the guns look real as shit. It's like
I wonder if they're still requiring 18 plus for their voice chat, because I know for a while you had to send in your ID to them to verify that you were 18 plus, so you could talk in game.
I used to make money when I was younger at Roblox.
Roblox.
Scamming?
I had one of like the biggest games.
What game?
Huh? I forgot the name of it. It was so many years ago. Like if you literally go into my account, I have like this whole. It was like more of like a GTA type of game. I'm dead ass.
You made it yourself?
Yeah, and I used to sell like those skins,
Yeah.
and I have like a shit ton of Robux.
How did you make it though?
Huh?
How did you make it yourself?
It's like it was really back then at least. It was really
Yeah.
easy to like assemble, do everything. I had a whole big map and
You
everything.
made a map and everything.
It's sort of like when you're building a map, it's sort of like Gary's mod almost.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you're looking at it like
You
through a
put
free
like
cam.
textures and like there's pre-made models and everything.
There's pre-made stuff. You can also like edit it. Like you can do your own or like
Yeah.
adjust it. Yeah.
I feel like I created my own map one time, but it was like I just took a template and just put it up as like a server or something.
Yeah, like the max I think was like 15,000 people online at one point.
Really?
Yeah. I was
So
like,
why
yo,
didn't you keep doing that?
what do you mean?
You could have been a Roblox millionaire.
Yeah.
There are people who make Roblox
Yeah.
maps that make a lot of money.
Because they reach out to, they get ads in their games that aren't even Roblox based.
Yeah.
There weren't ads back then.
But if you kept going,
Yeah.
and had like a big
Go
enough
back to it.
following,
Maybe people are still playing it.
You think so?
Yeah, you never know.
You think I know the password to it at this point?
You could forgot my password. Here's your back.
I know Roblox was like the big thing back then. I guess
It's still big.
it's really big now.
Yeah.
Everyone's
It's a free
playing it.
game. Honestly, free games are the way to go. I feel like a free platform for people to like.
You get so many in-app purchases, like in-store.
But you don't
purchases.
have to buy them.
No, but a lot of people do. Like what's the Fortnite skin? It's free to play, but look how many people got the skin. Or like we bought into the battle pass.
But that was a smart battle pass. That battle
Yeah.
pass is smart. You make your money back if you play the game.
Yeah.
So
Make the V-Bucks back.
that's what CS should do. But actually, no.
they already have that.
They have
Yeah.
the battle pass, but it's not that great of skins. But dude, the skin market went up since CS2 just got announced. Like all the shitty skins, because people started showing them off, like streamers starting off skins in the game, and like people are like buying them because now the shitty skins look great in CS2, and the market just skyrocketed. Like people are making thousands.
Yeah, I was trying to get some skins, but I was like, I don't feel like buying this right now.
Yeah.
Because it was like, if I wanted to get this one AK I liked and this one M4 and this one all in total would have been like 60, 80 bucks or something like that.
Altogether, yeah. It's not bad though for a couple skins.
Yeah, but it was like, I didn't feel like spending it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
honestly, but I want to start playing CS, get good at it again. You know, apparently I'm still high rank. We tried queuing together. Apparently I'm like with so there's MG is what like.
I don't know the ranks past gold. They all mix into me. Like I just know it's like the silver stuff, the gold 1 through 4.
Mm-hmm.
Is there gold over elite?
Yeah.
So there's gold over elite.
That's the last one I think.
That's the last one, and then I don't know what the happens, and then it's gold over elite.
It starts going to like MG and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But apparently for some reason my last account, I guess I played good on it. I only played 2 games by the way on that account, and I'm playing with like MGs, like the highest rank. I'm like, yo, what? Like I'm like, I don't understand.
That was fun. Like when we used to play like all the time.
Yeah, it's fun because it's competitive. It's really competitive. Like, and you can just keep playing because it's always like, you know, new shit, new players. And I was watching a girl on TikTok who actually she went from Valorant. She plays Valorant.
Mm-hmm.
She went from Valorant to CS, since like everybody's doing it now. And she went to CS and she's like, dude, the players are completely different because she did like this is how what happens when I talk in Valorant and nobody answered, or like some idiot would answer, and this is how it is when I talk in CS. And she was like saying like I think she made like some stupid noise like, and like some other person went, and like it just started going back and forth. Of like some random kid just started talking like hubba wubba and like some stupid shit. But it's funny, like, you know.
I feel like I was playing a game recently on CS that I was like, some dude was like flaming my shit for some stupid. It was funny, but it was like, I think it was my crosshair.
Yeah.
Because I always have, if I don't have like a goofy crosshair, I always have a bright pink crosshair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just have like the most random shit. It's like big ass crosshairs.
Like I had like a bright pink one, and he was telling me like, but it was like funny or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it's a. I feel like since more Counter-Strike people were like Call of Duty people.
Yeah, they're very like.
They know that the whole like fun part of the game is talking to people.
Yeah.
Like, that's what people miss about Call of Duty is
just grilling
the community.
Yeah.
Not even just grilling people, just being able to talk to someone.
Yeah.
Once, I forgot what year. I think after like Xbox One, PS4, once that started coming out with the whole new party systems, they started dying out. I feel like that's when it started going lower and lower
because everybody would be in parties.
You weren't required to go. Say for instance, you want to do search and destroy. I never really played search and destroy, but search and destroy, you always needed to. They always kick you out of your party.
Yeah.
But once they had a more complicated system, I guess, with parties, they started not requiring it. to be like you have to be in a game chat or
Mhm.
whatever, but sucks. I don't know.
No. I just like the game I played yesterday it was what you were streaming yesterday, right? It was yesterday. Like I was just in the game. It was everybody was talking in the game. Everybody, like the whole team. And like I was mostly quiet because I'm just like chilling there. I'm just chilling back, just playing. I'm bottom on the leaderboard. I don't care that much. And they're just grilling that. And my name's new player, and it's bro, stop being ass, bro. Like just like they're like shoot up. It's like, are you even trying? Like, it's funny. Like it's toxic, but it's funny. You know what I mean, it's like you keep shooting today, and I'll start yelling back at them. Yo, shut up! Like just coming back at them. It's funny. I don't know. It's different from like Valorant. Valorant, if you say something to someone, they get offended instantly, or like they'll just start like.
There's different fan base.
Yeah, I feel like in Valorant, people it's either 50-50 almost, where
A guy plays with a girl.
no.
And he's a white knight.
I was gonna say from my experiences that say for instance I use like a soundboard or something, people will either go, that's sort of funny, like they would like sort of like find humor out of it, or be like, whoa, bro, you have a soundboard with you. I was like, why are you on my dick, bro?
Yeah.
And CSGO, I feel like I still get sometimes that reaction of like people get annoyed, but I feel like there's more people
Most people
that
like it. They're like, do something else. Do something else.
they always, I feel like I've always, whenever it's been a positive experience, they've always told me good sounds to play. But then in Valorant, some stupid ass TikTok sound, I was like, no, bro, shut. I'm not playing that sound.
I think it's because it's more friendly to kids. Valorant, maybe with just animations.
No,
I mean,
dude,
I feel like it is. Same thing with Fortnite.
you're still
Just because it's animated. It's animated. I don't know.
Sure, it's sort of it. It's basically like saying the whole thing that it's like you could have a jewel with a tobacco pod, or you could have a mango pod, like the jewel with tobacco.
Tobacco.
Tobacco. That's CS. That's just your regular vape, but it's still your vape.
Yeah.
But it's more friendly if you have the nice the nice fruity colors and everything.
Yeah.
That's one way to look at it.
Yeah. And it's like it's still the same thing almost, but like you're still holding a huge ass gun in your hand.
Yeah.
It still sounds like a gun unless you get a funny looking skin.
Yeah, but in CS, don't you have like real guns?
You have real guns,
Yeah.
but
And then
it's like,
Valorant's like a pew pew.
I guess it's made of guns, based off real guns. Like
but it's like you're still shooting a gun. You have to go out of your way to take out sort of blood spurts out of people. Like it starts off red, I believe, and then you have to change it or
You
whatever.
have powers, like superpowers, I guess, right?
Yeah, I guess it's a little bit animated, a little bit like
friendlier, but
friendlier.
it's because it's a little bit more unrealistic as well.
Yeah.
It makes it easier on them.
That's why I think it's also more kid friendly.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Same thing with Fortnite.
Well, Fortnite was in general was like, I don't know.
It's a different genre.
Yeah.
No matter what.
That's like really animated and really like, and plus the way they would present everything with like the school bus and everything, and like Ninja was in it, and like
doing the floss.
Yeah. Which now he's on. Isn't he on? I see him on TikTok now. He's live on TikTok now.
Because a lot of people they stream TikTok, and then their main streaming platform.
Where did he go though? Isn't he on Facebook now?
And I think he's still on Twitch, maybe.
Is he?
Because I remember after, he was with Mixer, and the Mixer died out. He went back to Twitch, I believe.
But he gets no views now.
I mean, he still gets money.
Yeah, he gets money, of course.
But like, it's basically he's using TikTok to get viewers, and then if they feel like actually watching the game, they go to Twitch.
Yeah.
Like that's what a lot of people do. Like, I don't know if you remember that girl Nadia. She was the one that like everyone was saying that she's cheating in Warzone.
Oh yeah.
She basically used TikTok to get her like clout or whatever. And like I was like, what the f*** is her? And I looked her up. She still gets constant views. I remember seeing some of her streams pop up on my TikTok, and it was like basically just almost like an advertisement.
Yeah.
For a different platform where she would make more money off of or whatever.
Honestly, it's all about consistency on social media. As long as you're getting like consistent amount of views, you're fine. You don't have to be like getting millions of views. It's great, right? You get more money, but like consistent views is good. Like a lot of YouTubers, like you'd be surprised, like small YouTubers, a lot of small YouTubers, Like even like I see like vloggers. I'm like, how are these people surviving off like YouTube money? But they are like they don't get a lot of views, but they still survive.
Sponsorships.
Yeah, that helps. But like even like I watch the Surron and bike videos. Like these guys have like 10,000 subs, which is a good amount, but they get like 1,000 to maybe 10,000 views here and there. But they're living off of the YouTube money, so it's pretty good. You know, about that also, you know what we're gonna start doing? We're gonna start posting on Snapchat.
We are?
Yeah,
Hmm.
because apparently Snapchat apparently makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot
They're
of
probably
money.
trying to push it because I feel like no one really uses Snapchat like that.
No, actually their viewer base
No, there's,
increased.
there's
Yes.
a lot of people that use
No,
Snapchat.
I mean not Snapchat, the regular thing. I'm talking about Snapchat, the
Stories?
stupid TikTok thing.
No, you would be surprised.
Okay.
A lot of people apparently
I forgot they made that.
Snapchat's
That's what Dennis is talking about.
Yeah.
uploading.
no, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do like we're gonna have our own story. Apparently, you
That's
get
awesome,
paid from
though.
stories too.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You know that?
No, I didn't know. I was watching interview with what's that TikToker that what's the TikToker's name? He was on H3H3's podcast. That's where I saw a clip. But he did that boxing match against that one guy, the family guy. Who has
the
the family
Ace guy, I
YouTube.
believe?
Yeah. What was that guy's name?
Bryce Hall?
Bryce Hall. He went on H3H3 and H3H3 asked him like, how much money do you like? Where do you make your money? TikTok? He's like, nah, Snapchat. I'm like, wait, what? Snapchat? And H3 was also like, what do you mean Snapchat? He's like, bro, I make millions from Snapchat. He's like, do you understand all those ads in between your story pay you? I'm like, what? No shot, dude. I'm like,
And you know what? Especially, say for instance, you upload one of our shorts.
Yeah.
They break up into 10-second intervals.
Yeah.
And in between those 10-second
Could be
intervals
ads.
could be an ad.
Yeah.
And that's how many. There's a lot of ads on Snapchat.
Yeah.
And
There
some of them
is.
being skippable.
Yeah.
That's why I'm invested in Snapchat. No, but no, yeah, that's like one thing. Like, I want to start. I want to just start. That's why I took a break for that. Like right now with that. No, I'm okay.
Well,
That's why I took a break
Okay.
from posting the shorts, because I also want to give YouTube a break, because for some reason they think we're like spamming or some shit, which we aren't, but like we're just posting content.
It's new stuff, different.
Yeah, but yeah. So and then I also want to work out the schedule of like where I'm gonna. So Fridays are gonna be like today before the podcast. I'm probably gonna just edit all the shorts for the whole week and just post them out. But yeah, and then
Why don't you create like you know how, say for instance with TikTok, like TikTok video game clips, they have their own, what's it called, overlay that it just drags each thing into each place and it saves it there.
Mhm.
Say for instance you found out some way that you can just create an overlay that it's literally just does it like, you know what your clip is supposed to be, just drag in the overlay and it does it for you. Because I know they have certain overlays for like, say for instance TikTok Valorant, where it's
Yeah.
like, it's a little different because you know you're just recording a screen.
Yeah.
It basically you say where it's the webcam, and then it knows exactly where each other place is, like where the score is, where the kill feed is, where the voice chat is, where your health is, and it fits it all into a TikTok format.
Yeah, but what kind of overlay can I use?
I was gonna say maybe, like I know you use the, which is I feel like it's more engaging. I don't know what other way would be either engaging as well, but I was gonna say you could just have us three talking, but I feel like the way you do, where you motion capture each person.
Yeah, no. So what I do is I use iMovie to edit, and then I would so first of all, iMovie you have to flip it around, because then it doesn't work with Apple devices. So I just do it where it's like I move in. So say you're speaking, I'll cut and then cut on like whoever's speaking and then zoom in on them, and then I'll go to CapCut, which is like an app, send it over to my phone, and
Why don't you
then
just do CapCut on your laptop?
apparently it doesn't have the functions. But
Okay.
I'll see. Apparently
Because I
people are
used
saying it doesn't.
CapCut recently. For,
Yeah. And it like is CapCut then has the subtitles, automated subtitles, and then it also has the like face tracking thing, which adds a little bit like I guess
engagement,
engagement into it.
because it's not a standstill.
Yeah. But I don't know if there's an overlay for it. Yeah, I'll use it. But
Because I was gonna say, like, if there was any type of decent voice recognition software,
Mhm.
if it was able to recognize voices,
who's speaking?
you could just
Yeah.
match it to where you could have it, and it'll, like, because our voice, like, for instance, me, you, Casper,
Mhm.
our voices are different.
Yeah.
I don't easily be able to tell person A, B, and C, and then you could just link it A, B, and C. But I don't know if there is that type of software yet, at least in video.
And then once you start yelling, also it's a problem because even like I tried that, just putting the whole clip in, and it doesn't know who to clip to, and just like it's hard. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Maybe Snapchat is gonna be the goal because now we're not making. If you didn't hear, we're not making money from Spotify anymore because now Anchor got taken by Spotify and they're redoing the whole ad ambassador thing. So we're not getting money from that at the moment.
For now? Oh.
For now, we'll see. We weren't making that much anyways, like but only like I think we made $1 since we started again, so it wasn't that much.
Still something.
Yeah.
What else is there?
TikTok's difficult to get. I don't know how people get famous on TikTok.
I need like 80 more followers because I want to start live streaming on TikTok because that's where I feel like is the main
engagement or views. Because I will swipe through and like does that count as a view if I just see it?
Well, the thing is, I feel like say for instance I'm live streaming, a lot of people will be more intrigued to live stream, to join a live stream if I'm already streaming or something. I feel like that's what a lot of people do now, that they stream with TikTok and Twitch or whatever, like Ninja, Naughty or whatever. I feel like a lot of people do that because you get so many people just scrolling through you.
But you think they transfer over to Twitch?
No, a majority of the time, I feel like yeah, especially if you have engaging content. So.
Oh, what else do we want to talk about?
What else do we want to talk about?
Did you want to talk about YouTube?
Did you guys talk about last week about TikTok, the hearing?
No, we didn't talk about that.
We could talk about the hearing.
Yeah. How stupid it is.
How stupid Congress is.
Yeah.
Oh
have you heard about that? They want to ban TikTok in the U.S. Oh,
They've been saying that.
No, but like they want to not for people, not for the general. Is it for? No, it's not for general.
No, they're trying to do it everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was like military personnel.
Before that was the main concern because that's what it was brought up on, and people were like, first of all, why the you have on government like electronics? Why do you have social media on there?
Yeah.
That is your complete.
It's your.
It's just that they think they keep teaching these government officials about technology when they can't even use the technology.
Yeah.
If you ask any one of those people speaking in that conference, even especially the one that was like, I may seem like I'm old and out of touch, and then he said the most old and out of touch thing he probably could have said. I forgot what the I just know it was horrible. If you took any one of those old ass people, turned off their Wi-Fi, told them to connect to Wi-Fi,
They wouldn't be able to.
literally laid out the password. Like tell them, okay, you have to go look for the password. You can't ask anyone to do this for you. I feel like at most, 25% will be able to connect to their Wi-Fi.
Probably,
I use that example a lot because it's like, sure, it's a little bit like you're talking down on them, but it's like, I mainly use that example as for my computer science teachers because some of them
had bad experience with that.
Some of them weren't able to use a computer, and if they can't even use a computer, using TikTok.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right.
Also, they seem to think that like China has full control of it, which he did say that there is some government personnel that it's not fully locked off yet to China, which makes sense as a Chinese company. I don't think U.S. would lock off its things either, but like their whole thing is that it promotes anti-U.S. ideas. But the thing is, TikTok is actually one of the most free, what is it? You're able to say whatever you want on TikTok for the most part. Like you can find the most wild shit. Like, did you hear about if you type in France in Instagram, there's nothing about the revolts going on. If you type in France in TikTok, it's all revolt. Like you can see the revolution that's happening. Not revolution, but whatever.
It gives you the most access to information.
Yeah.
Because it's like you get one thing. Usually it's something stupid, but it will like if you go to the comments, they'll have like the top related search, and then you could just find out context wise.
Yeah.
And also, I saw today they added a STEM category.
Yeah.
So now there's For You, Following, STEM. So if you just want to learn educational stuff, you can just scroll that shit.
There's a lot of educational stuff on TikTok.
Yeah,
and now they just focus it on like science and maths.
Yeah.
Like I saw some shit about like Pluto or something today.
Because like the government people are saying, oh look at these video. It shows that like trends, like the trends that kids do, where it's like eat this and like whatever bullshit, and like do this. You know what I mean? Like the whole thing where people used to eat the
Tide Pods?
Tide Pods.
But that was way before TikTok.
I know, but like people are doing new trends like that, and they're like saying, look, it's the Chinese TikTok trying to kill off American kids. I'm like, oh, like
they were just lobbied.
If you have
Yeah,
common
really.
sense, you're not gonna do it.
exactly. It's like, dude, that could be anything, man. That could be some trend that hops on like Instagram, Snapchat, starts spreading. Something's gonna happen,
Like
right?
plant a tree.
Yeah.
Like
But people are saying the biggest reason on the economical side is that all TikTok is taking away a lot of money
That's what I
from
was,
American-based companies.
That's what I was saying. They're
Yeah.
just being lobbied.
Yeah, so
Because-
that's the reason they want to get rid of TikTok in America, is because they're losing all this money. TikTok's taking all the ads, taking all the users.
you
and
should have
everything.
thought about it before then.
Yeah, exactly. Make your website better. Make your app better.
Mhm.
You know. So, listen.
I think I remember what you were trying to say about. I wanted to talk about YouTube before.
Mm-hmm.
We were gonna interview Peter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do on YouTube now?
I mean, I got the Surron. I'm
Yeah.
gonna start posting with the Surron.
Is that a bike?
yeah,
It's
that's
the
the
one
same
I
bike
have.
that he has.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just bought it.
nice.
I had to sell my car. I got that instead.
You
Not
sold
the
your-
car.
Not the car,
He was
the
building a
Mustang.
car.
My
Oh,
old
the
one.
Mustang you were building.
Yeah.
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 Um,
So now I got the Surron.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be making YouTube videos.
Yep.
Like full time, hopefully.
Yeah, I think try it hopefully on a weekly basis. Like upload.
And listen, electric space content is growing really fast.
Yeah.
Like even I posted the
So-
I'm back video, whatever.
Yeah, that.
It's at 700
that-
views.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know
good.
why. It's just at 700 views, and just me babbling about stupid shit. The shit I want to do to my bike.
The edits were good. I think that's.
Well, I just add. It's a simple edit. I was just adding like oh, this is the part I want to get, and like this is this, whatever.
Like even the intro, you don't think that caught people on.
Yeah, but that's because not a lot of people in the e-bike space do that. So my intro, I don't. Did you watch the video? My
didn't even
intro was
know
I
you
walked out
uploaded.
of I walked behind, like I went down to the shore
Mhm.
and walked from out of a tree, pretending like I don't know what's happening, and like I shot. My microphone was recording my helmet, and my iPhone was recording, and at first I wanted to do like a side by side to where like there's me talking to myself.
What bush did you walk out of?
Not a bush, at a tree. I walked behind the tree.
Like scares?
Yeah, pretty much. But no, it was supposed to be like me talking to myself at first, but then I kept forgetting my lines, and people kept staring at me because I'm in the park talking to myself at a camera. So I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna do this one thing where I come behind a tree, and I came out like behind a tree, and I was like, oh shit, what are you guys doing here? Blah blah blah. This is my home, by the way, and I made like a joke that I live under the Verrazano and bullshit like that. But no, but not a lot of people in the e-bike space do that. That's the reason. Like a lot of people in the e-bike space are very old still. Like a lot of people that ride are very old, and they're more like if you watch their YouTube videos, it's just like sit on bike, ride around, no funny comments, no anything. It's just like look at me ride around, and it's like
Trying to change that,
Yeah.
you know?
and like we were doing little subsections too. Like everybody in the e-bike space does like, oh, I bought the biggest new battery. I upgraded my bike. Like you know what I mean?
I'm
Like
not a fan of that.
yeah,
though.
it's like top speed. But like you're always putting money to make the money or like make the content rather than like we have like I have the series and like I don't know if you're gonna start like your own series. We have like I have White Boy Eats, which is where we go out and
You do
review
stupid
videos.
shit, and then at the end,
Yeah,
we eat.
and we review like a food spot, and there's so much food spots in the city, so really unlimited content. And plus, you could go on trends of like Instagram and post it on Instagram and be like the food spot, shit like that. So like pushing out, like that.
It works.
Yeah,
It
and
really
then
does
you're gonna
work.
be doing your own content.
Well, I did the Uber Eats. Remember that? I did what
Oh, yeah,
3
yeah.
4 videos had like.
Yeah,
on
you got a
average-
lot. You got 1,000 views on the one of them.
That's
Yeah.
all. That's all. I've always liked Uber Eats content.
I
watched this one guy. He does it in like California or
Yeah,
something.
you could do the same thing, but in New York.
I'm gonna do it for,
Oh.
like a couple videos. I'm not gonna be like heavily based around that, but like I'm not gonna do like upgrades. Of course, I'm gonna upgrade at some point, but I'm
Yeah.
not gonna. It's gonna be like various contents, like taking like the Surron to PA. It's like a heavily motorized track or something like that.
And then we want to do. I don't know if we'll end up doing it this season. Maybe we could
The
try.
Albany thing.
Yeah, heading
Oh,
up
we're
to
gonna
Albany.
do that this season.
We want to take our
or just by bikes.
bids with bikes.
My friend did it like an actual bike. He
Mhm.
went from he lived in like Sunset or something, and he didn't go actually by Albany. He definitely went a little bit closer. He did just by bike like not he. I think he like stopped maybe like once or something.
Mm-hmm.
To purchase, like the CUNY.
Yeah.
He did that because
That's,
he dorms there.
halfway.
Hmm?
But-
He dorms there, so.
But yeah, we wanted to do with our bikes, and our bikes could go 50 miles, like going slow speeds, like 20 miles an hour. But if we go like a little bit slower, we could do 15 miles an hour. So that's like we could go like 60 miles, and then like we charge, we eat, and we'll find a hotel that lets us charge, and like in 2-3 days we should be up there. So
That's a cool road trip.
yeah, and like we could live stream it too.
Yeah. Or we can even like make a combined channel for it.
Kodak Black live stream.
No, that'll be an interesting live stream though. Only thing is like say someone like tries to find us.
Yeah.
That's one scary part.
I don't think
like-
anyone would really try to
I
find it.
don't think we'd live stream maybe, but
Yeah,
we
because
definitely do different parts. You know
I
what
feel
mean?
like live stream will be definitely too annoying to deal with.
And lose connection.
And also, you would probably, I'm guessing you want to record that as well.
yeah,
Oh, where are you going to record all of this? On just your phones?
on a GoPro.
Yeah, but like, how much storage would that take? in total?
Well, we'll probably do a 1080p video to save storage, but that GoPro, I have a 256 gigabyte thing in it, and 1080p video, I think you could shoot like 8 hours of it. So,
Yeah.
of course, we're not gonna shoot everything, but just like updates or something like that. And
You
just,
can record some, I can record some. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
or have like different angles, like go to
you
his,
guys could link mics or like send each other the audio files, so it's
Yeah.
like a Discord call.
yeah,
Yeah,
go,
you
go,
can save
to,
that, yeah.
yeah, go to his channel, watch part 2.
Yeah.
Go to my channel, watch part 3. You
But
know?
they're doing that with, what's his name? I don't know if you guys probably don't watch him.
Oh.
Gideon?
Gideon,
Not no.
I watch
So,
him. Here and there.
you do?
Yeah.
So, him and, I don't know if you know Nico.
Yeah.
They made a collab. I don't know if you watched
The
it yet.
UK Nico.
Yeah, UK
Yeah.
Nico. They both make they made like a collab.
Mhm.
So 2 videos are on his channel, 2 of them
Yeah.
are on Gideon. They're like big trending now. I mean, I think it definitely has potential, like the whole YouTube space. And it definitely can't be like the same thing like everyone else does. Like I'm not gonna be just basing on like Uber videos. I'm not gonna be just basing on just go like riding or like even like I was looking at Surronster. Like I mean he does
His
cool
content's
things.
all upgrade though.
Huh?
All his content's upgrades.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
I saw
brand new bike.
I saw
Like,
one like clickbait title saying like, "Oh, can my bike pull this trailer?"
No, but that was a good video though.
I didn't watch it, but
You didn't? It
I
was
was
a pretty
saying,
good
like,
video. Like
stuff like that.
he built a bike to pull a trailer. It's pretty cool.
yeah.
But like once you run out of ideas, what then? I mean, like you keep spending money on this stuff. We don't even have that money to do all that stupid
We're not
shit.
gonna be spending money like that.
Yeah, like a battery costs $2,000 just to make a video. Like I'm not gonna do that.
Maybe if you get big enough, you get them for free.
Yeah, you could do that.
Like there's no video if saying for example, can you cross the ferry with the bike? I checked it online. Like can you? Because you've been saying how you
yeah.
can't
Can you
cross
take
it.
can you take
Yeah.
a like title like can you take a Surron on a boat or something?
Yeah.
Like, that? I don't
Like for
know.
example, for him, air
Yeah.
tag for Surron. If you search that up,
Oh yeah, I remember that video.
I'm number 1 on Google.
he's number 1 on
apparently.
Google.
I'm the only
Um,
one that apparently posted a video like that.
Yeah.
But I feel like that'd be an interesting video
Mhm.
because it's like you're sort of looking for, like I feel like some that might intrigue someone. And they'd be like, oh, there's a video.
Yeah, and it's less of like what's like right now it's really dead in that space. Like we're more of like a niche, but it's dead in that space because like everybody does the same thing. I went on a group ride. Okay, man, cool. Like
Yeah.
who wants to watch you ride for 30 minutes and not talk or say anything? Like whatever, like and it gets boring. Like even when I was going on a group ride, I don't go on them anymore. Even on my new video, some of the comments like come out to the ride. I'm like I don't want to, nor can I like actually go. It's like boring. Same thing, same ride, same loop, same everything.
People doing wheelies all the
Yeah,
time,
man.
you know.
It's cool. Like wheelies are cool and shit. Like for Instagram, like if you want to get like people's attention, like ooh, wow, wheelie. But like if you're like constantly doing that, all your videos are about that. It's not gonna be interesting.
Like finding like trails in New York City,
Yeah.
like part 1, part 2, part 3. There's definitely potential for it.
Or
but
educating
it's
people.
also consistency on it.
Yeah,
too.
like the AirTag videos, like I guess an educational, telling people like where you could place it, what it does. The video on the pedals that I put on my
Yeah.
bike has 10,000 views, and it's like shared all over Facebook. Apparently, it's
Yeah.
in Facebook groups. So like, it's educational stuff. So
Definitely has potential. As long as you just don't post the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
I didn't make videos like any good videos on the board yet.
Yeah.
I still have that. I mean, even though
oh,
no
you
one
still have
came
the
out.
board?
Yeah,
You got to do like a full review video.
I have the board.
Make a Casey Neistat style video.
I mean, I don't have $2,000 to spend on a board, but
No, but you can do a full review.
yeah,
on
I
your board.
could.
You should like get glasses, like very cheap glasses, and like paint them white or whatever.
Yeah. Like honestly, like review videos are honestly the best thing you could do. There's so much you can do. Like with phones, you know how people do phone. Like what's his name?
MKHD.
Yeah. He does like
MBKHD.
he does initial, initial review or like initial take,
Like
and then he
breaking it
does
down?
yeah, and then he does a review video. Then he does like camera review video, and then you could do the same thing with like a board or a bike and be like, you could do like the range of the board. Then initial review and then range of the board, speed of the board, and like stuff like that.
Well,
So-
for sure, I think the first minute of the video really like catches the viewer.
That's what you need to do good.
Like I said, like his video again, like that, like you
Yeah,
get
but
hooked on. No, like
depends
not
who-
not only
depends who,
not
though.
only just like to gas you up. I'm like
Yeah.
just like something like that. Like yeah, and be like going straight to the ride. Like oh look today, guys, I'm riding my bike. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
You gotta start making videos, dude.
I was gonna say I might go back into YouTube.
You had a lot of good videos. Like your videos were good because you're really good at editing.
I was gonna go. I really like this one YouTuber style. He was one of Colin Carson's friends. His name's Cooper. He goes by like C Scoop. He does a lot of videos where it's like sort of half. I think he's more going towards sort of vlogish, just having style with friends, like
Mhm.
just friendship.
Yeah.
But he does a lot where he just records his games,
Mm-hmm.
and they either get like tested or whatever,
Mhm.
and he just clips that together. And sometimes does like, sometimes he's like playing Counter Strike.
Like fits.
Yeah, he does it but not really like Fitz, because he does it with a lot of good editing,
Mm-hmm.
and where he does a lot of funny bits, and then parts where he does like montages in between the funny bits.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I sort of like that style because it's like, okay, look, here's like really good gameplay, and then here's some funny,
Yeah.
here's some really good gameplay,
And every time a new game comes out, you can do it for this same thing, right?
well, no, you could just he does Counter Strike a
And
lot.
that's it.
Not just Counter Strike, but that's where his like goodish clips come
Mhm.
from.
And he gets consistent views on it.
Yeah, and he
Yeah,
has a
because
Patreon
it's
and everything.
Is be consistent with it.
Mhm.
Or like if you're not consistent, let's say you post every week for a month.
That is consistent though.
No, I know, but I'm saying you pause, like make
Yeah,
sure
then
that next
everything just
video. No,
stops.
but make sure that next video is good.
Yeah.
Because if it's a bullshit, it's a shitty video. Then
I don't know, I like his editing, and he also does this one. Nope. He does this one sort of style where they do like a Minecraft map where you have to like it's like old
Yeah.
old Minecraft where you have to get something and like return it to the spawn base, and each time you collect something, the entire Discord call, which is like sometimes like 7-8 people, probably even less, more, whatever.
Mm.
They all do a bomb grip, and like
Yeah.
all across the world.
I can see how that can be fun.
And
you know
it's
what I mean?
like-
yeah. It keeps getting like worse and worse. Like yeah.
And his friends are there's like some of them are like really stupid.
Yeah.
But they're really funny, man. They're like, I'm like, wow, I miss these times.
We can still have those times. It's just that we don't play that much anymore together. So,
busy schedules.
but like I said, we can make time for it slowly but sure. Even especially with CS coming back, that's gonna be a really like if we could all get back into it here and there, there'll be some good moments on it. You know. So,
Mhm.
but your editing skills are good. Like with your when you did the Super Smash Bros. Videos.
I would just need to get back into it
Mhm.
with editing, because it's like my first video was sort of shite editing. It was the shortest one, but it was I feel like the choppiest out of editing. It's just I also need to find a new software because.
Why don't you transfer over content to your Mac? Like get the Vegas Pro thing. Not Vegas Pro. The
Premiere?
yeah
You mean Final Cut X or
yeah
whatever?
the one that's really good with Mac.
It's like 300 bucks.
It's worth it if you're gonna be doing like some good stuff.
Or you can crack it.
Yeah, you can do that too. But
On Mac?
Will Mac let that?
There's tutorials on doing it for Mac,
And plus, like first of all, it renders quick, and like it's
but I wanted to use this one. It's sort of free, I believe. It's called they use it for like editing movies, like film, like actual like movies you see in like.
really. What
It's
is
called DaVinci Resolve. It's a sort of newish one to the.
Is it like is it complicated or is it like
I think it's sort of just like Vegas. It's just that you can do more with it, and it's
Mhm.
more of a newer software. But I feel like you have to buy a lot of stuff to it as well.
Yeah.
Not just
Like there's plugins and stuff. Yeah.
I was debating on trying that. I recently, just to edit like some Twitch clips I had into like TikToks, I used CapCut on my Mac or
that's
my PC.
Really good. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, I could use either Mac or PC. It's just I hate how bare bones iMovie is. And
Yeah,
then,
it's good for like simple content like the writing and stuff. It's good for that. But when you're
but
going
even,
like more
I
like,
think you would benefit from getting something even better. Like,
what
if
am I gonna
you-
edit really?
just the thing is, I see editing different because I take the most bullshit thing
Yeah,
and
make
just
it funny.
and like
Yeah.
be able to find something out of it. Like you would probably be able to do that as well if you're like the
Later
people,
on, yeah, I guess like
but that you would have to get more into editing than that type of style. Like you guys don't have, I don't know if you would, but that editing style almost, because that's a sort of like just genre in itself that it's like just editing the shit out of a video.
Well, the reason why I stopped is because my old MacBook was like absolutely
yeah.
shit.
But now you're gonna be chilling, dude.
I know.
M2 Mac.
That's like the reason why I
Be like-
stopped, because like editing took so.
You have an Intel or something before?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Intel one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It would overheat. You're like, now, dude, now you're just gonna be like this,
I
bro.
fully edited a video, and right when I was like exporting fast, and I lost the whole video. I thought I was like, yo, this.
Yeah.
I mean, should change. We'll see.
One
Especially if I like end up doing the whole, the Caribbean bullshit,
The what?
the whole Caribbean thing.
Nah.
Bro, I'm taking the shit
Don't
I'm
go
living.
to the Caribbean, man. Why do you need it?
Huh?
Why do you want to go to the Caribbean so much?
The experience.
Experience.
Yes.
Experience. The price is cheaper, and you leave earlier by a year.
Yeah, but
I'm here back.
how are
I'm
you
back
gonna pay
here.
for living there?
Huh?
How are you gonna pay for living there?
Probably gonna sell a kiosk.
Wait, is that gonna last you for how long?
3 years.
Exactly. I don't know.
With the student loans for now, I guess.
Honestly, I don't think it's like, you think about it like smart, but I feel like that's a good experience.
It's a good experience, but does it pay off in the long run?
I think so.
If you could stay here, you could do more things, as in like.
Well, it's only if
This.
I mean, I'm still gonna apply it to everything here.
Mhm.
I mean, like I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
staying away from that. I'm saying like I'm already kind of like not I wouldn't say guaranteed, but I'm like more so in that direction. I already have one of the advisors like personal email. I keep like
Well, that's because they want to get you in.
I guess, but
Does your
LIU.
girlfriend want to go
that's-
there?
Huh?
Does your girlfriend want to go there?
Oh, she's not going for grad school.
She's not.
She's doing PA.
So you're gonna be away from her for 3 years.
But well, we'd figure it out.
Still.
Every semester, probably during the break, either I'd go to her.
The
she'd go
thing
to me.
is, it's different for them because they already have a relationship that's already standing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it's really
It's-
strong.
Yeah.
It's gonna be difficult though.
I mean, what we're gonna be 3.5 years in. You know what I mean? I mean,
But you're also gonna be miles away, and this time, like, it's not like I could drive to you. It's like you gotta take a plane to come.
yeah. But the good thing about being in New York City is JFK is a direct flight to that place. That's the good thing about
How
it.
much are flights?
600.
Exactly.
Round trip?
It's not too bad, but
It's not the worst, especially like saying I'm guessing you're gonna probably have a place over there during that time.
Or live on campus.
probably live on campus. I don't know.
But you gotta outweigh your opportunities here to
No,
opportunities
I'm
there.
definitely gonna try.
I know. But I'm just saying, like, yes, you get to be by yourself
I think
on
Ben
an
is
island.
just is scared of missing you.
Yeah, what do you mean? It's gonna be It's gonna be a long time, man. Like,
I don't know.
Okay, now we have an excuse to go somewhere.
yeah, I
Yeah,
guess.
actually, yeah.
But like, also, it's gonna be like,
I think
It'll
it'd
be
be
fine, Dennis. Don't
I think
worry.
it'd be
I
like
know,
I wouldn't say it would be a good wake up call, but it'd be a good like mental, like I wouldn't say healing, like it'd be like a nice cleanse. You know what I
But
mean?
would you really?
I think
Don't you think
so.
you'll be
You're
more
gonna
stressed?
realize.
Why would I be
That
stressed?
you're far away from like family, far away.
I don't
from,
know
like-
actually. Part of me thinks so, yes, but then part of me is like,
You have the surfer hair, so you got that. You got that going.
The main thing is that you're gonna realize the small things
matter the most.
you take for granted about New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere else, you're like, damn, what the like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same day shipping. Amazon.
No, not
Like-
even that. It's like, okay, I don't know how, like, if you ever are up late that much, but like sometimes you're up late and you're like, okay, I just want to fucking go buy
You can't.
Domino's or something.
You can't.
No, you can't. You can't anywhere. Everywhere else is so boring at night. And it's like, okay, I have to be in this stupid 9 to 5 bullshit because what else am I gonna do?
Yeah.
But
You have to
if
go
I-
get your car.
But
go
if I
drive
took
somewhere.
the Surron content,
How
my
you
guy,
gonna bring it all the way there?
I'd ship it there.
Dude, that's gonna.
I already thought about it. I'd ship it.
I guess,
That'd be,
UPS.
that'd be content.
but then I don't know. It's a
It's-
small place.
It's definitely a lot to think about. I'm not like dumping onto it. I'm just thinking about it. It's
Yeah,
one like
that sounds fun.
the option.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a nice experience, but would the cons outweigh the pros? You know,
Yeah.
would the pros outweigh the cons? Like you know, like,
Yeah,
so
and it'd definitely be different. Like I wouldn't be worrying about relationship at all because like that's like already.
yeah. I'm not saying worry, but it's still gonna be tough on both of you
Yeah.
being far away. You know,
Yeah, the winter. I think it's gonna be tough for them, but it's like, I feel like they're strong enough.
Yeah,
Already?
for sure. Yeah,
Like,
I'm not worried. She isn't either. We spoke about it already. She's gonna be doing school. As
It
well.
sort of makes sense. It's like you're already busy as all.
I guess. But imagine if you stay here and you build up together.
I know.
You know,
No,
you get a place
like
together.
of course. Like if I find anything in the States anywhere,
Mhm.
I'm gonna choose the States
Yeah.
because, like I already spoke
Utah.
to, I already spoke to Maya.
Wyoming.
Yeah, no, actually, like random ass, because there's only 32 vet schools in the whole country.
And there's really one good here, but you, for some reason you don't
No,
want to
I already asked questions. I'm still gonna apply
go.
for
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
But
Which
And
one's
it's-
the one here? LIU.
LIU, but it's not even in Brooklyn. It's in Long Island actually.
yeah.
But
But
don't, they don't have the veterinary part in the Brooklyn one.
No,
no,
Oh,
that's
that's
pharmacy.
because they just opened one up.
What part? Long
I
Island
have
is
no
it?
It's
clue.
not that far.
It's not that far. No, it's like
it's pretty close to Queens.
it's right past Queens. Yeah.
But that means you could be close to Maya.
Close to you.
Well, Queen, yeah.
Actually, Queens would be technically getting closer because whenever they build that line that goes from White
oh.
Owl's Head,
Yeah, but that's gonna be a while until they build that.
I can't wait till they build that. Actually,
Yeah, like being able to go to downtown
I'm
no,
still gonna
up
have
to
my
Queens.
car.
Yeah.
I mean, what difference does it make?
You're not gonna miss your car.
Huh?
You're not gonna
bro,
miss your car.
those like ever since you know like a girl in like Queens or whatever, those
That's all Tom Tom's like, yo.
no those because the only way to get to Queens
You
Road
have to go
right
through
now,
the city.
you have to into the city.
Yeah, I think I don't know this.
Like that shit is so annoying.
Yeah, you gotta hop on the N, go all the way, and get off at the first stop at.
And then transfer like L or J
Yeah.
whatever.
When I was in that like the period between the Jeep, like after selling the Jeep and not
Yeah.
having a car, going to Maya's was really tough. It was like 3 hours.
I mean, you're in Staten Island.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So that's
see
a
what
little
works from
different.
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
3 whole hours.
But yeah, I felt like it was almost like 1 to 2 hours from, definitely almost 2 hours from me trying to get to this one place.
But once they build that, it'll be nice, but also I think you'll have some negatives because you're gonna start bringing people in from there
A
into
lot
here.
of crackheads. You're going
Yeah, there's
through. You're going through bad areas.
Yeah, it's a lot of bad areas you're gonna be going through. But then also those areas are gonna get gentrified real
Because
quick,
more people want to live
Yeah.
by those stations as
real
well.
quick. So, we'll see.
I mean, what's the projected year?
They don't have.
I don't think
it's
they
just
had
a,
one.
It's a plan that got accepted, so it's happening, but they have no projection for it yet. So
It's a freaking cut through underground.
no, they're using existing lines.
Oh.
There's that side line that was used for
Freight?
freight trains, so they're just gonna use that. And it's gonna be like it's not gonna be a train. It's gonna be like a what's it called? I guess like a mix between a bus and a train. So
I guess they in Toronto they call it streetcar
yeah,
because they have sort of buses that are like trains in
Yeah.
Toronto.
They have actually
Like trolley?
by Maya's house.
Mhm.
I think 10:30ish.
Yeah.
You hear a train and it's like the cargo train.
Yeah.
So you think they'd use that line?
No,
Well, yeah, no, not that one in specific, but there's an abandoned line that you see on the side, and it's not used. And it's not gonna be that quick either. It's just gonna be like a nice slow train. It's electric too, so eco-friendly. But yeah. Oh.
what do the new the subways we have now? Do they run on coal still or?
No, they're also
Open the
electric.
coal?
They're also electric, but I think they're a little bit older. And those new trains that they put
yeah.
out are not here yet.
They just came out with a new Turnstile. I don't know if you saw.
You did?
It's mainly for
Is it
the
the-
handicap.
like this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I took a screenshot of it because I was about to send it to Ryan.
It's like the European ones where it opens like that.
Because this is what Boston has as well.
Really?
But that's only for disabled.
Yeah, but you can still tap it.
Yeah.
Who cares?
You can get your bike through.
Oh, that's so much easier now. Yeah, that's
you don't have to
so
open
true.
the door and just tap it right through.
But this right now, the only place that has it is Atlantic Avenue.
Like they're doing some good. Like MTA is improving somewhat.
I feel like they're slowly improving, but
They have to.
the thing is, at least in the U.S., there's no competition to being the best public transit system,
Mm-hmm.
because New York is by far, even though how dirty sometimes it is, by far the best transit system no matter what. You can't compare it to any other place in the U.S.
The only thing right now is that it's dangerous.
Very.
Yeah.
But like Boston is dangerous as
I
well.
know. But like
And they're just shit.
the amount of people we have in the transit system makes it a little bit more. A lot of more stuff happens. So.
And the thing is with Boston, when I was on the bus with Alex, I noticed that they showcase that where the cameras are. Like they have a TV behind, like basically like that part that's behind the driver.
Mm-hmm.
They have a small little screen
And it shows what's being shown.
that shows what the cameras are showing.
Yeah.
So it's sort
to,
of
like scare people
scare people just doing
that they're on. Well, the new trains that their MTA is putting out also have cameras everywhere. Apparently, it's like everywhere.
which
and-
makes sense.
Yeah, and it's also like now they don't have the doors anymore, so nobody can hide in between train carts. Say like for stupid shit. So now everything is wide
Yeah.
open. Why?
Well, hiding between train carts.
Yeah.
The people going from one train to another.
Yeah.
You do it often?
No, it's locked. Most trains have it locked now.
No.
Oh.
They can't. Isn't that considered like a safety exit? Like an exit just in case?
No, they have the lock feature no matter what, but I feel like most people have them unlocked because it's like whatever.
Yeah, because I think the actual workers pass through it sometimes. But
Mm.
yeah, the new ones have like the open design and the cameras are everywhere. So like now if you want to do something bad, you're on camera. So
Or MTA?
yeah, the new trains that they
You
released.
said the one that's like on like a bullshit line?
No, this is the new,
Yeah,
new
it's-
one for everyone.
Yeah, it's a new one for everyone, but they put it on a bullshit line for now. It's like I think it's on the.
L.
It goes
no,
to the
the
Bronx. Yeah,
the
it
H.
goes to the Bronx.
Right now they put on the first train to A, but I don't remember seeing that they had the one way passage almost.
No, they have one-way passage.
No, not the one they put on the
Really?
most. They have a lot of new updated features, but not all of the updated
Oh.
features.
I know the doors are bigger now. There's less seats though.
Why?
I don't
For
know.
more people to stand, but that's kind of stupid.
Well, also with the Boston trains, you could tell which one gets more money
Mm.
because of how nice the carts are usually.
Yeah.
The train that was running by us, which was the blue line, that one basically like looked like it was running straight from like almost like early 2000s, maybe like
Mhm.
even earlier than that. But then once you switch to the yellow line, the orange line, which runs through all like downtown, which is like the nice areas.
Yeah.
It's a nice new train, nice new seats. They have the video advertisements as well.
Yeah.
They have and
The
they
same
also,
thing's here though.
yeah.
You hop on the N, it's dog shit train. You hop in the R, it's a little bit nicer, and then if you go to the city, it's even better.
Mm.
I feel
I
like
don't
it's
agree with
more, here it's more or less they all have the same similar quality almost.
You ever been on a 6 train?
No.
Oh. It goes I think only through Manhattan and it's dog shit.
Well, the ones the old metal thing, right? The metal
Yeah.
ones, yeah.
I forgot what else.
Well, like they replaced the one that's here, the N train. They replaced it. It used to be like very the new one, and they replaced it back to the old ones. I
Did
don't
you
know why.
love the CUNY advertisements that I
Dude.
slept on?
Everywhere.
You know what's funny? One of the kids is from our school.
One of the kids is from our school too. I know her. I went to
Ryan.
class with her.
Oh really?
Yeah, the girl, the Asian chick.
No, small,
Asian chick.
right
yeah.
next to the Filipino guy.
Yeah,
That kid was in our high school too. He's
Really?
a band kid, yeah,
Yeah.
Brian.
yeah. The Asian girl I went to communication class with,
I mean, good for them, but holy shit, they're plastering that everywhere.
dude. And they're making CUNY seem like such a cool school. It's like no, it's not. It's not that cool.
I
Right.
applied for graduation in November. I was supposed to graduate in May. I just last week got an update.
And what was the update?
Like I'm doing it.
He's
but,
graduating.
Yeah, but like I went to the office. They're like, oh, I don't know what's the status yet. We don't know yet. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, it's freaking February,
Yeah.
and we're about to graduate, and they're just like, oh yeah, now we're updating it.
It's crazy too because a lot of a lot of CUNYs, a lot of students don't graduate in 4 years.
No,
They graduate
barely.
5
to 6.
6 years. It's bad because apparently, like even with my I just had my choosing my classes for next semester for summer next semester, dude. Day of, I went on, gone.
I know.
Everything's gone. Like
Because they don't know how to put their
They don't have enough professors.
And it's also like they choose the stupidest class to put in these professors.
yeah,
Like this was my issue. I skipped out when I was a computer science major. I had to skip out a year on a computer science class
Mhm.
because when I was getting my so this was the third computer science class that you're supposed to go for.
Mhm.
Second one, I remember when I was doing choosing all my classes for the second one, there were so many intermediate classes.
Yeah.
But once you get to the third one,
the final ones.
it's like, okay, so you're expecting only like one of these classes to fully graduate,
Yeah.
fully pass. The rest of the people are supposed to
Yeah.
do. So
Like right now, my concern is that I won't be able to graduate in time because I have to take so I'm taking a 4,000 class right now, which is like the highest level one, and then I have to take 2 more 4,000s. I think 1 more 4,000, but I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to be able to take that 1 more 4,000 because I don't know if it's offered in spring, right? And because I switched my major, it also I'm off schedule a little bit, so.
when I switched mine, I asked, "Am I still gonna graduate on time?" They're like, "Yeah, but honestly, I feel like I might have to stay like extra semester or
Yeah,
something."
I have a buddy who's in my class with me. He switched semester, junior year, and now he has to do an extra year, full year, not a semester, like a full year.
That's how they get you. Like
Yeah.
for example, for me, for prerequisites for vet school, I've been trying to get to this class for 2 years. Always full, always full.
Yeah.
Now I have to take it at a different school. You know how much then CSI told me
What?
for one class?
$300?
$2.5 grand.
$2.5 grand? Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Bro, they're wild. It wants like 900 in the summer per class.
But
That's crazy.
But you're you're actually going to that school.
Yeah,
And then I switched it up on me contacting like the advisors and stuff. They're letting me take an online class. SUNY does it online, $800. So what the would I rather take? $2.5 grand or $800?
yeah.
One's fully online and the other one's not.
You don't get like any fast flow or anything? Or?
No.
Also, how does that work? If you end up taking a year extra of CUNY, Excelsior doesn't work anymore, no?
No, I
Because you
think you're
have to
out.
graduate.
I think you're out.
Yeah, you have to graduate 4 years. That means you have to take a loan, or pay it off. So,
No, I got kicked out of it like a year and a half.
so did
ago.
they get rid of everything you had before, or did they still pay for
You know
it?
what's funny? Since they voided the contract and not me.
Huh?
They
They still
took
pay
the
for
L.
it? Oh, so.
No, they didn't pay for it anymore. But I'm saying you don't
But
make
they
me
paid
pay.
the previous ones.
Yeah,
Oh.
whole thing is a scam.
I'm just hoping all I want to do is graduate. My
Me
GPA
too.
right now is not the greatest, but that's because I got 2 classes, but whatever.
That's what sucks. Those
Yeah.
2 classes.
Yeah, and they just bomb everything. So, listen, it's not that bad. I have a 3. I'm gonna have a 3 by the end of this semester. So,
Like I'm at a 3.2 right now, but I'm freaking scared that I'm not gonna be able to get into vet school because of it. Because I tanked 2 classes. That wasn't even my fault.
yeah.
It sucks.
How are you doing though?
With school?
Yeah.
I used to have a 3. I think I'm a little bit under right now. A lot of my professors are like just assigning work, but like not actually grading it.
Yeah.
Like you remember that stupid video, the one that I was saying I have to like record my homework
Mhm.
in the. I have not submitted those in a while, and I think he literally just checked the first one and maybe the second one if you submitted it.
Mhm.
Because I only got a confirmation email on the first one, and I submitted a second and a third one. I sent a message to the professor.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't get a confirmation. What am I supposed to do? Never got an email back.
Yeah.
And this is the main professor. And then if you ask a question, the professor that's doing the lectures online, he goes, "Oh, you have to speak to Professor Charles." And I was like, "Okay." So I'm just not gonna do shit. Like,
No.
because I heard it's like really like all in the what's it called? Like the quizzes type, or like the midterm type
Mhm.
projects or whatever. So whenever that comes around, I'm definitely gonna be able to ace that because of certain utilities I have
Yeah.
now.
Right now, I'm just worried about one class, statistical economics. It's the only thing I'm worried about. Besides that, everything else I have is pretty simple. Regular economics, pretty simple class, and then just like I have a lot of like side classes you have to take because you know how CUNY they just pump you with side classes you have to take. So I'm just doing that, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm just hoping for above a 3.0 GPA. That's all I want. Listen, like
I could care
this,
less.
jobs don't even check it. Apparently, they just want the
Definitely.
paper.
It's just mainly the paper that shows that you can show up, do your thing.
You can do your job. You're a good slave.
Well, I heard that if you go to like some CUNY schools, some like let's say graduate schools actually acknowledge that they know how hard it is to like surpass. So some schools actually give you a little bit of like a passageway. It's like, oh shit, like this person's been to this school and they gotten this GPA.
And you know, if you transfer to another school last semester, your grade get reset and you get back to a 4.0.
Really?
Yeah, I found that out apparently.
You're gonna do it?
I'm not gonna do it. No, I don't care that
That's
much.
such a risk.
Yeah. Baruch is a good business school. I have that name under me, so it's no point in me transferring to another school.
Yeah.
But if you want a good GPA, you could transfer to another school. You know,
But I don't know who else does information systems.
Brooklyn.
Maybe, I'm not 100% sure.
But
they might have information technology.
I'm just happy I'm finishing my minor this summer, my first minor.
Oh, your first one.
I have a
What's the next?
second minor.
Oh, he really loves his minors.
Dude, listen, hey, whatever helps, you know? Whatever helps.
You don't get the joke.
Huh?
You don't get the joke.
Oh, I got it now.
I have a bio minor.
You have a minor?
No.
Your school doesn't push it?
They don't push it.
Push it.
My school is you need to have one minor.
But I have to choose a concentration. I have to choose it by the whenever I talk to the advisor. Just
it's like a subsection for a major, right? Yeah.
Like I have either like choices of like almost like computer hacking or some other thing.
Computer hacking.
Where you learn about.
That's a cool one.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, but I'm not sure which one. Because one I was thinking about doing has the third computer science class, which I already failed once, and I don't feel like taking that again.
Yeah.
Because Jesus Christ, computer science professors are like the worst.
Yeah.
So.
I'm getting my communication minor done this summer, and then my entrepreneurship minor done next
summer.
no, in the winter or in spring of next year.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. But honestly, the only thing I like about college is the fact that they have some cool classes. Though, like no, they do. My school at least. In my fall semester for next year, I'm taking a videography class where it teaches you how to.
Why'd you defend yourself?
What?
You were like, no, they do. Like
someone
made a facial
No, you know what I think it is? I think
look over.
I think the higher the course level, the chiller the professor.
Yeah, 100%.
Because like I said, one of my like last podcast, like one of my professors, like she's great.
Yeah, I would say that because I feel like a lot of.
They think if you got to that point, they just like.
I feel like
So chill.
a lot of the professors that the main thing that makes or break a professor is that they have they realize that their class is not a major class.
Yeah.
They realize that it's a side class.
And they understand that like you have other work and other
Even
classes.
no, my class is a major class and chill.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like it's a little different for them because it's like it's more people that are in that major or whatever. They're learning about that. It's a little bit easier for everyone. But like, why the is this going back? This art teacher giving more homework than my Calc 2 professor.
Yeah.
Like, what the like, it's just they want to feel important. That's really all they're doing, I feel like.
Oh, we'll see. Listen, we got a year left. Well, you're graduating already. You're a big boy.
I'm still taking.
You still got a bunch of
2
school left
classes.
though. 4 years, 3 years.
Yeah.
Insane. I couldn't do that shit. I can't.
Yeah, but it's different because you're specialized in something.
Yeah.
You're
It's a little
not, you're not
special.
taking. Oh yeah. you're not taking a specific like you're not taking English.
Yeah.
You're doing specifically like sutures and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I know my mother wants me to do masters. I'm like, we're not doing a masters.
Why?
I don't want to do a master's.
But what if you feel like going back?
If my job pays for it, sure.
Why don't you do grad school?
Dude, I don't want to do that. I can't with school.
Bro,
I hate school.
Being a professor as a side job, bro,
Yeah, if
You got ladies, bro.
if my career goes good enough, and
Yeah, minors.
Not as a professor.
if my career goes correctly and I make enough money to where I could go teach people,
She
sure.
makes enough minors.
But like, I hate school. I honestly do. Like it's more of a hassle and more of like a tedious thing than actually teaching you something. Like I haven't learned that much from
Do you think
college.
it's because you haven't gone to a different school?
No.
No, I think it would have been worse if I
If
went
you went
to
to SUNY, or no, let's say not even SUNY, any like,
where you go away.
yeah.
Would have been worse.
Yeah, you think so?
Probably would have been worse than I know.
The thing is, he's talking about learning. He's not talking about college life.
No, not college.
Like
Learning.
college life is
No,
different.
learning it would have been worse because then I wouldn't have my parents pressuring me.
Or you think you've been doing better because of less pressure from your parents?
No, my parents pressure me to do better. Sometimes I just forget to do work.
Parents don't really care.
Well, my parents they don't ask for my grades, but they'll be like, are you doing your work at least? You know what I mean? Like I literally don't go to my economics and my statistical class because there's no point for me to go. They don't teach me anything because everything is online. You know what I mean? Like the exams are online. The quizzes are online, and the exams are based off the quizzes. All the information's online. So I'll just take all the PowerPoint, bless you, and I'll go through a summary. Or like my statistical, we have homework every week, and that's what we learned in class, right? It's a review. So there's no point in me being in class. It's not like they don't take attendance. What's the point? That's why I think it's a tedious thing. It's like you show up, blah blah blah, and that's it. Like the only class I show up for is my side class because they actually take attendance. That's it.
That's the only reason why I go religion.
It's like, I don't know. It's useless. I feel like what have you really learned? Well, you're doing a specialized thing, so we can't really ask you like what you've learned from college. You're doing specialized things, right?
Really special, like
you're specializing in a specific field, and you need to know that knowledge, right?
well, I just took prerequisites in general. Cause I didn't know what I was gonna do.
Mhm.
Second, I went into college. I thought I was gonna do a doctor, become a doctor. Then I went to PA. Then I went to start working at a vet clinic.
Yeah.
Working at a vet clinic. Then I changed to vet. Cause like I guess you get more of like, I mean, we work at CVS.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell that you don't want to do this shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, based on what I learned from the prerequisites is really high school, a repeat of high school.
Yeah.
I feel like if we retook the classes right after high school,
Mhm.
you'd get straight A's.
But even with the major classes, like even with my,
It's a repeat because like let's say I have 4 classes in the
Oh.
semester. What?
I was going to finish your sentence. I was going to say something
No, like
against Dennis's
Okay.
philosophy.
no, like I had like one semester. I think it was last semester. 4 classes for my major.
Mhm.
They all one on top of another. Let's say I learned the topic last week.
Yeah.
In this class, I'm learning the same topic the next week in the
Yeah.
other class. It's like,
but that's because you're very close to the same thing.
yeah, but it's like,
Yeah.
come on, all 4 classes.
Mhm.
It's just kind of, I feel like they should be a little bit different or go more in depth about it. No, but they go really the same thing. Like one of my classes last semester, 2 of them had similar freaking assignments. It's like,
Yeah.
what are you really learning? It's
Yeah,
just
no,
a
it's
repeat.
just a repeat for each other. What
Yeah.
you were saying?
I was going to say, I feel like I have learned a little bit, at least.
Mhm.
Like, sure, I probably could have learned some of the stuff online, but it's different when someone's actually, like, talking to you about it.
Mhm.
Like, even though my introduction class was an online class for computer science, I learned how to code. I feel like I created a stupid program to say how many more hours you needed in becoming a Twitch partner affiliate for you.
Yeah.
With all the, like, even though Olaf gave me the formulas or whatever, I put in like a simple command line. After that, coding wise, I didn't really learn that much. But recently, with it's called information management, where it's mainly like I don't know what he's actually teaching because I don't listen to his classes that much.
Yeah.
But in his labs, we're learning Microsoft Access, which is a database management software,
Mhm.
and then now we're learning more about Excel as well.
But-
So
Do you think you wouldn't be able to learn that on your own if you wanted?
no, because I'm not that type of person.
Okay, but
I
say
would not. The thing is, it would be hard for me to want to do that.
let's say you needed to for a job.
If I needed to, that'd be a little different.
Like, don't you think jobs could teach you the things school's teaching
Jobs
you,
could
and
teach
way
you-
more efficiently?
The thing is, then you're almost like. I feel like they would only teach you I feel it's a little bit touchy. Like in a perfect world where corporations weren't greedy and everything, they were just here. You learn how to do this, and
Well,
then
Google does that. They allow you to learn everything. Or no,
it's a little different.
there's a Harvard.
I think it depends on
I
the
think it's
person.
Harvard has an open source where you could
Yeah,
watch
online,
classes.
it's free.
It's depends on everything.
No, I think
But
it depends on the person.
I'm saying you were saying about like, say for instance, work teaches you how to do something.
Mhm.
That would be a good idea, but with how corporations are, I feel like they would make it that you could only work there as well.
Mhm.
And if, say for instance, you feel like you might be able to transfer it over to somewhere else, but then you would have to learn their way of doing something. Say for instance, you want to get a new job, doing the same thing.
But do you think okay? So you
If there
graduate.
was
You graduate. You learn the ways that they taught you. Do you think it's going to apply to every job?
The general senses of it, yes. But specifically,
Jinx.
no.
But don't you learn the general sense when you're learning in a job?
That's so.
Look. So basically, you can learn how to become a pharmacy tech.
Exactly. But now you could go to different
CVS
jobs.
teaches you, say for instance, in their systems, how to type in their systems, and then you can go, say for instance, to Walgreens.
But it's not that hard of a learn.
It's
to
not that
learn.
hard to learn, but I just don't see with how greedy corporations are that they would. I feel like they would almost make it. I don't know what's the word, but almost first party, where you could only really do it for them.
Mhm.
I feel like they would definitely find out ways. Like, say for instance, like this sort of like a weird comparison with like how Apple has their own screws
Mhm.
for all of their stuff.
Yeah.
Like you know how to screw something in, but you have to do so. You have to find out some other bullshit.
For Apple.
Yeah, I feel like that's what would happen if corporations were the more people that were actually teaching you. However, Harvard being like a school originally, no matter what, they're a school. They're not really gaining that much from you.
Yeah.
Maybe they might, if say for instance they do like a computer science stuff, they might use you to create
Design
more.
something,
Yeah, create other stuff.
Mhm.
But that's just one aspect. But
No.
if there was, it's you. If say for instance Harvard, you need the will to actually put you through that. Like with us, we have the pressure of, say for instance,
Passing.
passing, money wise.
Yeah.
Say for instance, all of that stuff. That's all of our pressure.
Yeah.
Say for instance, you go to Harvard online. There's no pressure. You could just
Yeah.
sort of do.
There's
whatever.
also a lot of people. I don't know if in your classes or your classes, but there's a lot of people that don't go to work.
Yeah. And
Look how much stress that, not stress, but look how much time you devote to work, and like you take that away, you really have nothing better to do with your time than to do schoolwork.
Exactly, but that's one thing I also have. Like when I'm in my class, and I'm not the greatest at my statistical economics class, but I do pretty good on the homework because I use Excel, right? And then the professor wants calculator work, which again, see, it doesn't make sense. Like, how are you going to teach us Excel and then want whatever? That's a whole different story. But like, there's a lot of students in that class that are really good. There's students that got hundreds on the exam, while I got like a 55, 60. But like, they got really good grades. But the thing is, their whole life, school.
That's
They
the
just
thing.
devote their whole thing to school. So how much are you really winning, right? Like, okay, you do good in this class, 4 years you get a job, but either you do average at the class, you get a lot of you work, you get experience, you get money. What's better, right? It depends on people's views. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it depends on the person. Depends on, say, for instance, the hiree as
Yeah.
well. Like whoever's hiring, they, say, for instance, they have more of a. They rather have the person that was the great student, or
Yeah.
say, for instance, they might rather have the person with more experience.
I think it's
It-
changing a lot now. I think a lot of
Mm.
people are going for like less student based, more just ability.
Well, I have this new vet student that's graduating.
Mm-hmm.
I think she already signed the contract with Banfield
Mm-hmm.
to get like the set salary. She's based on what she acts, like the way she seems, that she's never worked at a clinic before. This is
Yeah.
her first job ever.
Is that good though?
No,
She knows her shit, but when it comes to the social aspect of it, she's dog shit.
Yeah.
Like let's say we need to clean at the end of the day. She's not a vet still. She's one of us. Like, so she doesn't expect herself to clean and stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
She's just not used to it.
Mhm.
Like doing something like specific tests or something, she won't do it because she's just not used to it. She thinks someone else will do it.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, but there's also families that are so strict to it. We just don't have those families. Like I get that our family, like in the beginning of college, like my parents, yeah, they were on to me about it. They're also on to me getting a job.
Yeah, but now that I have a job, my parents are more like, okay, you have money coming in. You're not gonna be like if you don't
Yeah.
make it through work, I mean through school, at least you'll have something. Right? I mean, like
Yeah.
you could pay your own school to go to do more and like everything like that. So I don't know. Like I would like to say that when I sit in my class, even though I'm not the smartest person in the room, when it comes to education wise, I think I have more than these other people would have when
Yeah,
it
you're
comes
well
to like
orientated.
yeah, like okay, you have 100. Like we have these like in my class, there's these two girls that literally correct the teacher. What does that bring you really? Like
Yeah, like same thing
like
with my information management class. He was saying he had this whole like thing about like computer components and everything.
mhm.
I could have sat there and told him that like had the class go because the class can go until 10 really.
Yeah.
Because it's until 10 p.m. class.
Mhm.
But it obviously I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I didn't sit there and correct him. But that professor, Jesus Christ, man, he was saying some bullshit about like the CPU and everything. I'm like, no, bro, that's not how it works. But I'm not gonna be like, excuse me,
Yeah.
you really said that wrong. Like, fuck.
And it's like, I don't know. 100s are cool and all in school, but I don't see that as a flex, man. You devote your whole life to school and
Maybe in high school, maybe
Nah,
in the
still,
younger
like-
grades.
even in high school, all those kids who were competing, like I was in honors, and I would see all these kids competing to be like the best. Like they had that stupid leaderboard of your number one student. Who cares, man? Look where these kids are now.
I don't know.
Bro, they're not doing jack.
I'm happy with like doing, for example, aardvark in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, I didn't get straight A's, but a trailer and you tie some shit
Yeah.
down. I'll know how to do it.
Yeah, and it's also like the community we had there. I enjoyed that community as well.
Yeah.
And we have more social skills than I say
Yeah.
most people have. We have more ability to say we work at like you work in like a tech space, right? And you need to like communicate with
Blow up a bouncy
someone.
house.
No, like you need to communicate with someone. You have the ability to communicate with anyone you want, right? Because we have a bunch of people who come into the job, into the workspace, and like you need to communicate different ways. Like I had someone come in who couldn't speak, was deaf, and she couldn't speak and she couldn't hear. I had to figure out how to communicate with her, where I had to write out stuff, I had to show stuff, you know what I mean, like everything like that. Nobody at school is gonna experience that, you know what I mean? They're gonna go into work and they're gonna be like, oh, what are we gonna do? Like they don't know what to do in a situation that's like bad, you know what I mean? It's like I don't know. Maybe it's just me just trying to make up a reason for why my grades are bad.
No.
But like
Like
I don't know.
a couple months ago, I had this lady that came to the clinic, only speaks Russian.
Mhm.
Imagine me, Polish.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to translate. Like you can't make this shit up in school.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hundreds are not always the best thing in the world.
no.
Average is sometimes good.
There was a
In school. Being average in school.
Yeah.
what was it called? There was actually we didn't stick around for it, but there was a pretty interesting panel last year in PAX.
Mhm.
Why a 7 is better than a 10, which is like it sort of makes sense because it's
Yeah.
like say it was 100, it's like oh you did so good, like what the does that even mean? Like
Yeah.
sure, it's like you don't really have anything to compare it to because it's so good, but then at least like with a 7, it's like you feel like you could go back to it. Like,
Yeah. Like even look at the kids who were doing really good in our high school.
hated them.
They're not.
Where are they now?
They're not millionaires. They're not doing amazing things. Like they're just still based off in school. Like you're not a genius.
Come on.
like you know what I mean. Like I don't know. You could get good at school, but it's
You could get good at school.
What do you?
Just feel like
But I don't know. I think we're just gonna end it at that.
yeah, I need to go pee pee.
This class was. I mean, this class.
Oh,
this
students.
this episode was very laid back.
yeah.
I feel like this is the first one in a while that we're not screaming at each
Yeah,
other.
we mostly talked about like
Random shit.
It was a
philosophical.
little boring.
things.
It was-
No, I think I picked up like halfway through.
I feel like halfway through was fun, but it was a little boring.
Yeah.
But
Not all podcasts could be energetic.
people talking, how?
Exactly. Maybe people learn new things, right? Maybe they didn't know CS2 beta is out or something, or they don't know what CS:GO is or what PAX is. Or
A lot of people don't know what PAX is. I have to
Exactly.
explain it to each person. That's
Or
why.
they've never been to Boston,
Exactly.
and they don't want to go.
Now
anymore.
they know that it's boring. Don't go to Boston unless you want to drink, smoke weed, and that's it.
That's you could do that so many other places.
Yeah, exactly.
Toronto's a good place,
And Drake's there.
and it's also their age is 19.
I don't know if the mics are picking up, but
You want
there's
to stick my
music.
mic out the window?
There's music playing outside right now. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'll survive. Hopefully we don't get restricted, copyrighted.
Okay.
But yeah, that was episode 7 of the podcast. Once again, we'll get back on the shorts game. We'll start posting Snapchat once we get that down and packed. Our Twitter's doing. We're getting pretty decent views on Twitter. No followers, but we're getting decent views.
I tweet sometimes.
Did you see my replies on like the famous people tweeting?
I was debating on reply because I don't know why you followed. I don't know if it was you or someone else.
Who?
Originally followed Pokimane.
No, that wasn't me.
Okay, I think it might have been all of them.
Maybe, I don't know. It wasn't me.
But yeah, I was really debating on like replying to like one of her tweets. Like, damn, I really want to end my life. Just on the mistakes podcast thing.
Yeah, but yeah, we have a Twitter. We have TikTok that's kind of been I still gotta give you the information. I can't find what the password is to it, so I gotta reset that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's episode 7. Pretty laid back. My name is Dennis. This is CJ. And that was the Mistakes episode 7, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and thank you. Bye.